let's say hometown equal to Bhopal. So that way you can define. So you will only get those data. So similar way you can have a subset of data, and how we can do it. So you will mention your scoop import. You will mention your connection string, connect JDBC MySQL, define your username. In a similar way, here also you can put the password also if you want. But most of the time, those settings you can do it in the system setting files, and so every time we don't have to mention the password, and it's not a good practice to put the password in the same file. Okay. Similarly, here you can put your table name, like table address here, where city equal to Sikandrabad, and target directory is this. So here you can see that this is a new condition that we have put in, where condition. So when you will do a query on looking the data that's been populated, you can see only the records which are where the city is Sikandrabad. Let's move to the next topic, which is increment import. So what increment import does is it's a technique where only the newly added rows in the table will be imported. Like let's say you have three records initially in your file, one, two, three. Actually I have an example, so we will go through that example, so it will be much more easier for you. So let's say this 1206 Satish, this is the new row that is added to the employee table. So now we have created an incremental import where you can see this part is pretty much same. So where incremental append, check column ID, and last value is 1205. So we will go to this 1202, 1204, 1205. These are already present over there. There might be other records because we have not mentioned any where condition. So but the last value was 1205, and there is a new row here which is 1206, which can come into the picture. So once we run this as an incremental, you can see these are the records which were already present, from 1201 to 1205, and 1206 is the new record which also get added. Okay. Okay, now the next topic is if we want to import all the tables in one go, how we can import all the tables from an RDMS database servers to HDMS. Each table data is stored in separate directory, and the directory name is same as the table name. So let's go to the syntax. Let's say example there. Let us take an example of importing all the tables in UserDB database. The list of the tables in UserDB database is employee, employee address, employee contact. Okay, so how we define the syntax for that? Scoop, import all tables, connection string. We are connecting to JDBC MySQL, and then username you are defining. Then you will go to the Hadoop bin Hadoop fs.ls. So basically, it will show all the directories, list of tables that are present under that. So you will see the output as it will show us the list of table name in UserDB database as directory, employee, employee address, employee contact. All will be created in one go. So this is very useful when you are trying to import the whole database and all the tables in one go. So you don't have to write a separate program for each table. It's a great utility. Similarly, what is scoop export? So we have learned one thing. Sorry, we have learned one thing, how we can import from table, how we can export, that also we need to. So the target table must exist in the target database. The file which are given in input to scoop contain record which are called rows in tables. Those are read and passed into set of record and delimited with user specified delimiter. The default operation is to insert all the records from the input file to the database table using insert statement. In update mode, scoop, generate, and update the statement that replaces the existing record into the database. We will go to the syntax directly. Let us take an example of employee data in the file in HDFS. So what I'm saying is already these files are present in HDFS. The employee data is available in employee data file in slash emp slash directory in HDFS, and employee data contain these rows, all these rows. It is mandatory that the table to be exported is created manually and is present in database from where it has to be exported. So this is an important thing that you need to. Yeah. Okay. This here basically we are creating a table before we are trying to even import the. So the same is table should be created in the database. It should exist there, and the structure should be same to what we are trying to import. So what we do over here is scoop export, connect connection string, root, table name that we will define, and export directory, employee data. Okay. So yeah. This we can verify by going into MySQL and run the select command, select star from employee. It will show us all the data that we have imported. Now coming to the next topic, which is where we will be covering as what scoop jobs are and what it's been used for. Scoop job basically creates and saves the import and export command like we have created over, and you can specify the parameter to identify and recall the save job. This recalling or the re-executing of the increment is used in basically incremental, or if you're trying to re-import the table. So we'll directly go to the syntax. uh, Scoop job, create my job, and here the import command is mentioned over here. Okay. Similarly, you can verify by using this list command. So list argument is used to verify the saved job. The following command is used to verify the list of saved scoop jobs, and the show command is basically used to inspect or verify whether the particular jobs and their details. The following command and the sample output is being used to verify a job called my job. So you can see scoop job show my job. It will show you all the details, whether it's a direct import, code generation is on SDFS, appended directories set to true or false. Okay. And in a similar way, you can create an execute job also. So execute option is used for basically executing any saved jobs. The following command is used to execute a saved job called my job. Scoop job, execute my job. You can mention your job name, and it will you can the similar way you can create a what we say is like autosys or these kind of Tivoli tools, which are scheduling tools, and you can mention these execute commands so that they can run it whenever it's required. Going to the next is scoop eval. So what is scoop eval? It allow user to execute user defined queries against respective database servers and preview the result in console, so the user can expect the result data to import. Using eval, you can evaluate any type of SQL query that can either be DDL or DML. We'll go to directly select query evaluation. Using eval tool, you can evaluate any type of SQL query. Let us take an example of selecting limited rows in employee table by of DB database. The following command is used to evaluate the given example using SQL query. So you can define your scoop eval connected using the connection string of JDBC. Here in the query, you can define select star from employee limit 3. So only 3 records will be fetched over here. Yeah, that's what you can see it over here. Similarly, you in a similar way, you can create a eval and to create a insert command. So here we are inserting into employee a new row which is of 1207 ID. All the details are mentioned, and once this command is successful, you can verify by running the SQL command, and you can see select star from employee, and you can see 1207, which is this row, is also inserted into the table. Scoop list database. So what this command is basically list the database which are present over there. So in Oracle or other database, you can do it by using show database. Okay. So scoop list database connect this. This command executes successfully and list the display the list of database in your MySQL server as following. MySQL, there is a test database, user, DB. So that's how you can. This chapter describes how to list out all the tables of a particular database in MySQL server using scoop list table, and execute show table query against a particular database. Thereafter, it will list out the present. So the syntax is scoop list table. We are connecting it again, and once you run it, it will show us all the tables that are present. You can see employee, employee address, employee contact, all the tables that are present under MySQL string. Okay, this one we ran under userdb. Okay, so they basically displays all the table under userdb database. Scoop list table. So scoop list table. So in this chapter, basically we will show how to list out the tables from a particular database in MySQL database server using scoop. Scoop list table tool parse and execute the show tables query against a particular database. Thereafter, it lists out the present table in database. So the sample is you will have scoop list table connect with JDBC username root, and it will basically show you all a list of all the tables that are present under userdb database. So it has employee, employee address, and employee contract. Okay, so this is my first introduction to scoop. We will have another videos coming where I will show all these command by running, and we will see to the response, and I will hopefully, if the response is good, I will keep showing more and more videos, making more tutorials on Hive and Python and all the other tools, Informatica, if anyone is interested in ETL. So I will keep making those videos. Thank you and have a nice day.